Hey, how's everybody doing? It's Green Thumb. Most of you know me, some of you don't. If you're new here, welcome aboard. If you're new here, we're in my greenhouse. It's in my basement. It's 12 feet long, 7 or 8 feet wide. I just literally sectioned off a part of my basement, dropped plastic sheeting down, put some lights in the ceiling, and we're growing food. We're growing organic food. We're feeding my boys with it. And I hope you guys are doing the same. It's easy to do. The resources financially didn't cost all that much. And the output of what something like this can grow in one season will far outweigh what it costs to set something like this up. So today's video, we're just going to do a simple one. We're going to take this pot right here. We are going to take this jar of seeds right here. We're going to take this potting soil right here, and we're planting cilantro. So we did cilantro in here last winter time, and it didn't really work out so well. One of the things that I did wrong was I put far too many seeds in, and of course they all germinated, right? Sometimes you overseed knowing that you're going to have a certain amount of germination, and you eventually kind of end up on an equilibrium basis. You get what you kind of wanted and so forth. Not last year. Last year, I think every seed I planted germinated, and it turned into this thick green carpet, and it all twisted in on itself, and it didn't grow right, and it was hard to water. I couldn't fertilize it with organic fertilizer because you got to kind of blend that into the soil, and I couldn't even get to the soil. It was like this green, thick carpet. So that was kind of a failed experiment because I really enjoy cilantro. And so there's basically two camps out there with cilantro. You have people who hate it because they say it tastes like soap or a really horrible flavor that they just can't wrap their heads around. And then there's other people who taste the actual plant for what it is, and they don't taste a soapy flavor. And it's not you, it's a genetic thing, right? It's the same with, there's people out there who cannot tell if a food has aspartame in it. And then there's people like me who I can take one sip of something, and if it's got aspartame in it, it tastes like I'm drinking chewed up Tylenol. I can taste it very first sip, and it gives me a really bad headache. So I avoid aspartame in everything I eat, or I do my best, obviously, right? So cilantro is the same sort of way, right? Some people, their bodies just like, this tastes like soap, and we are not putting it in our bodies. For people like you, I'm sorry. For people like me, I love this stuff. We do a lot of Indian cooking here. My kids ask for it on their food all the time, even if it's going on food that I would not personally put it on. If they want to put it on there, I'm okay with that because it's healthy. So let's get started. Planting cilantro is super simple. Take your pot, fill it with soil. I've already moistened this soil because I don't want to have to flood this pot with water in order for it to stay moist until these seeds germinate. So I've already moistened it, as you should always do with your potting soil ahead of time. We're going to pack it down a little bit because I want the soil in here to not shrink away too much once I water it, because it's with a potting mix, if you don't pre-wet it and then you moisten it after you plant your seeds, it shrinks and it compresses, right? And that can mess up the depth of your seeds, because you thought maybe you had half an inch of soil on top, and then afterwards when you water it, you're down to a 1/4 inch or less, right? Because it just sucks up all that water and compacts. All right, so there we go. We're give or take 1 inch from the top, okay? Now I want to be able to add water to this after, so I don't want to fill it all the way up to the top. These seeds are from my own cilantro, also known as coriander. So basically, cilantro is the green plant, coriander are the seeds. And you can eat these. They have a citrusy flavor to them, and they're really good if you roast them in a dry fry pan. So that's what we're going to do. We got, I don't know, give or take 20 there. So we're just going to reset the camera there. All I'm going to do is I'm going to spread these around. Like that. We're going to take some moistened soil. Spread it over the top. We don't need too much on there, right? Remember, the smaller the seed, the less soil you need on top of that seed. So we've got, give or take, ½ an inch of soil on there. But watch what happens when we water it in. See it all just basically just disappear. I'm going to give this a good watering because I want some of that water to soak down into the pot. And that's it. That's all it takes. It's not complicated. I'm not going to cover the top. I'm just going to take this. And there's all the tomatoes I did the other day. And I'm literally just going to take this pot and find a home for it where it fits. There. Done. Cilantro. Planted. Now we wait for it to grow. That's all we're doing today, guys. So, grow good food. And subscribe to the channel so you guys can follow along. And have an awesome day. Leave me a comment if you want. And let me know if you're one of those people who taste soap or taste cilantro for what it's supposed to taste like, okay? Have a great day. See ya.